Hello traders and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis and this is my weekend look at the markets. Right now we're looking at the S&P 500. This is the daily chart, and as you can see we got a nice little uptrend working here. We've cleared the 50-day moving average. Volume, nothing to write home about, but it's not bad volume either. We're getting a little bit above average. And if you look on the weekly, you can see we've had some nice weekly moves here, and we are getting very close to this important blue line, which is the 40-week moving average. That would also be the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. And this is the area that I've talked about when we were way down here that we have to watch out for if we rally. So obviously we're close to it. We're going to hit it early in the coming week. So we'll want to see how price reacts. I mean, if price can get above this and then stay there, then great. We might see us challenge old highs. If price gets up here and then reverses and finishes the week lower, then there's the possibility that we head back to new lows. So, that's where we're at in the market as far as stocks go. Friday was non-farm payroll, but it seems to be pretty much a non-event. I don't even know what the numbers were, but the market didn't react very much to it. Looking back here at the daily, we had a very small move during the day, so the market just kind of ignored it, and we're just kind of grinding our way higher right now. Let's see how this is all affecting our currencies. Actually, let's take a look at the strong week rankings. Okay, here we go. Commodity currencies, they are the hot item right now, which is normal. Usually when U.S. stocks are strong, you usually see your commodity currencies are doing quite well, and that's where we have right now. We have the Aussie, the CAD, New Zealand, they're all doing quite well. This is compared to the previous week. This really looks like just big consolidations because the gap between number one and number two has tightened considerably compared to the week before. Now let's look at our currencies. And here we go. We're looking at the euro US dollar first. We had a nice little downtrend going. I was actually short this one. And then when we hit these two little dojis down here, I decided to bail out, and I'm glad I did, as price closed the week with a couple daily moves up. Now, on Friday, we did move up, and looks like we just barely or almost barely touched the 200-day moving average here. So, that's an important level. We got close to it and then pulled back. Now, does that mean we're going to head down? Right now, this could go either way, so we'll just keep watching this because we do not have a very good trend in this pair at all. Matter of fact, you look at the 200-day moving average, and it's just going straight sideways. So there's no real trend here at this moment. Now let's look at the Aussie US dollar, and this is where the trend is right now in the Aussie. Aussie is our number one currency right now, so you expect to see some strong up moves, and sure enough, we had this huge up move this past week. I'm kicking myself for not being long in this trade right now. When we closed above the 200, that was a good signal to go long in this one. I was being a little bit greedy, and I was looking for a pullback to get long, and the pullback never happened, and we just shot higher. An alternative entry when you're waiting for a pullback would be to take a partial position, maybe either a half or a quarter, and then if the pullback doesn't happen like it did here, then at least you'll be in the trade with a partial position. Right now I'm sitting completely out of this trade, and it's killing me, but I'm not going to chase it, and I'm going to wait for that pullback because it will happen. Now let's also look at the euro Aussie, which is going to be a similar pattern. Here again, we got a nice down move as the Aussie is strong. Again, this was a classic entry signal here. We had the nice pullback to the 200-day. Now, this was actually a signal to go long. Just as you saw over here, we came down and we pulled back, hit the 200, and then price shoots higher. Here we pulled back, hit the 200. We had one day where the price moved higher a little bit, but then it just kind of stalled, just sat here, and you kept having retouches of the 200. When you see that, that's a sign of trouble. You know, usually when price is going to pull back, hit that moving average, it will shoot right back up. It didn't happen here. It just kind of sat there, and then when we broke below and closed below the 200, that was our signal that this thing's in trouble. And sure enough, we've had a couple of down days after that, and finished the week well below the 200 moving average. I'm looking for an opportunity to go short this on any kind of a pullback. There again, Aussie's the play right now, and until that changes, that's where we're at, and that's what I have for you this week. Hope to catch you guys on my thread later. Bye.